Every time I take my clothes off in the bathroom, the shower gets turned on. Well, I heard Apple's no longer making phones. They're also going to make cars. Good luck installing Windows in them. I'm glad I know some sign language. Comes in pretty handy. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to remove all the language. You got to forgive me for skipping ahead as I do, but I tell you what, I know a couple guys like this guy in real life, and I can't stand to listen to someone's motor mouth just start a running.
Yeah, sorry.
They're here because he got roughed up by the police. Now he wants to file a complaint on him. He's all kinds of in his feelings about it too.
El Charo and Tech Police suck.
This one here, you could tell he's the follower of the bunch. He's like, yeah, I'll go. I'll stand way back with my video camera and try to get some money out of it, but I don't want to get too involved. Hey, newsflash, princess, you're there with him. You're involved.
1 hour later.
We got a cop outside. No, now. Are they going to come in? And...
They're probably not going to talk to us. I just want to let this line die down right here so that way I can go up there and talk to them real quick.
20 minutes later.
I don't care what you tell me. I'm not doing nothing wrong, bro.
The deputies are on their way to arrest you.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay.
He just told you, deputies are on their way to come arrest you. Why would you not take the cue and get out while you still can? I mean, there's got to be something left in that thinker.
Talk to the
I've
deputy.
asked and I've told you to
I
leave.
just talked to the deputy and
And
he
you are
said that.
trespassing.
No, he
You are
said
trespassing,
the
sir.
deputy just said I wasn't trespassing.
So I'm telling you you're trespassing.
All right, so there you go.
Did I stutter?
What's your name,
Sergeant
Fraser?
Fraser, 5060.
I just talked to him. I just talked to him right now, and he says as long as we're allowed to record in here, and we're allowed to record
You're
you.
violating the privacy of civilians and people on the business.
There is no privacy in public, sir. You know
Yeah,
this,
there is
Fraser.
for
No,
civilians.
there's not.
There is for
You need to shut the jackwagon up.
If I don't, what's gonna happen?
You're going to be arrested.
You're imposing your will.
You're going to be arrested for trespassing.
And you have been told yet again. I mean, I don't know what it is exactly that y'all are out here to prove on this day, but you are doing it wrong. Like, so wrong.
I have not threatened anybody. What's happening?
Well, what's the rest of it?
Are you going to fight? Are you telling me you're going to fight the deputies when they come down?
He's going to stand here for about another minute. He's going to cuss them out, and he's going to drop a bunch of F-bombs and tell them that they're weak and they're, all kinds of other things. And then they're going to turn around and head outside. And that's where we're at now.
Have a nice.
Now listen to her. Cussing them out, calling them names, dropping F-bombs. But here in just a minute, and I had to skip ahead because all the foul language, I didn't know if I was going to be able to take it all out. But here in a minute, she's going to say, oh, I worked in corrections. I was a sheriff. Let me tell you something. You was a complete disappointment to law enforcement if you was.
So that deputy that was just here that pulled out said that we could come back in as long as we didn't bother anybody.
No, I understand. The problem is he doesn't understand what's going on here, and the civilian personnel, not our staff, but the civilian personnel at the front desk.
Okay.
Okay?
I came over here to file a complaint against one of his officers, and he right away told me I was trespassing.
If any of y'all had your head screwed on the right way and came here to file a complaint, you wouldn't be having cameras and cell phones out, dropping F-bombs, cussing people out, telling them they're weak and all this other stuff. I mean, what is wrong with do you think people are impressed because you talk all violently and rough to people?
Hold on, guys. El Charo might go to jail.
Yeah. when you're going to talk like you ain't got no education, dropping a bunch of foul language up in officers' face when they're there to protect and serve, I'd say that the chances of going to jail are pretty high.
Why am I being? Why are you telling me to leave? I can't get my. Yeah, but.
Good night. I'm telling you, this guy does not have an elaborate vocabulary. Let me just tell you right now.
It's actually already filed a complaint with internal affairs,
And her going around, ringing around like that, I'm telling you, that cannot be good for officer safety. I mean, come on now.
George 656 Henry Frank.
Telling you what, if this dude had words, maybe we could understand what he's saying. But all he does is run his foul mouth. He can't talk without cussing. We're going to skip ahead a little bit.
To file complaints on your officers without being.
Absolutely you are. And I just
He's
want
not
to-
allowing me to.
No, this isn't the forum though.
Yeah.
with our internal
Yeah,
affairs
with
unit,
our
office
I want to
professional
with our
standards.
internal affairs unit where you already know where it is.
I want to get the officer.
Now it's making a little bit more sense. He's trying to get revenge. He wants to file a complaint on the officer that roughed him up. And you can tell by his pleasant attitude, there's no way he brought that on himself.
Oh, okay. And we can find that for you.
He's not letting me.
I know, but I actually used to work in the office that could help you. You have like a date. and
No,
time,
deputy
and
laughing.
absolutely
LAPPI.
register.
All right. I want this guy. Go, sir.
It's to take care of incidents that are happening, and unfortunately,
What
right now,
incident happened?
you're in a
Oh yeah, why? Because I got a camera.
because you're violating the civil rights of the civilians that are on the
This is a
property.
public building,
Film
don't
as
you
much
get?
as you'd like
What don't
from
you get?
the
You don't
side.
get it? This is a public
I'm
building.
not
If you want,
cussing at you.
if they want privacy, I don't
I'm
care.
not cussing
I
at you.
don't. You're supposed to be professional. I'm not. I'm not gonna call.
I literally can't listen to this oversized man baby's mouth no longer. We're just going to skip ahead where somebody gets some bracelets and call it a day. Because I can't do it.
I just think because you work for corrections, they're so big and bad, really. By the way, I used to be in corrections myself.
Oh, did you?
In law, I was a deputy sheriff as well.
Oh,
No
excellent.
one asked you anything ever?
And I used to be really respectful. I didn't have to respect the people personally.
Here's a news flash. Nobody asked about your employment history.
Because who cares what they did? I treated them with respect. That's
Oh, okay, so you were willing to show those who were locked up for crimes respect, but you won't do it for the men and women of law enforcement, which you claim you used to be a part of. Something don't smell right.
something you guys need to learn.
Like I told them, you're entitled to your opinion just as much as
It's not
he
about
is.
my
I think
opinion.
that-
It's
I
about
think
doing
I've
what's
been pretty
right.
respectful.
Well, I tell you what, she must have had 3 scoops of dumb before she left the house this morning. What? You're not doing what's right. You're doing a pathetic thing. You're out here trying to get some easy money so you don't have to get up and go to work and do something. That's what you're doing. And we don't respect the way you chose to do it.
No, you're also acting in a very aggressive manner. You know
I'm
this.
just standing.
Of course, you're just not.
I mean, could someone knock on her head and see if anybody's home? Did you not just hear what that boy was just saying to all these officers? Do you see the problem that you brought here and how y'all are acting? You ought to just shut your mouth.
Sergeant Frazier, so to speak. You know, for those 3 stripes that you
Okay,
so-
ma'am, so I have to ask you to put your hands behind your back.
Hey guys, I'm being arrested, guys. I'm being arrested. Being arrested.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
You're under arrest too.
Why
For
am I
what?
under arrest?
For what? You've been asked to leave for what?
Would you tell her that I've been willing to leave?
Me, but you're
I
also
was not
filming.
asked to leave.
Just for
We've
their
asked you to
protection.
leave for filming.
I was not asked
I
to
was
leave.
waiting to see what her
You're asked
answer
to
was.
leave for violating the civil rights of
What happened to all that tough talking, what you don't have to do and all that stuff? What happened to all that? Now this guy over here is all submissive. Please tell them that I was wanting to leave. Shut your mouth. Act like a man. You came with them. You knew what you was getting into. Now it's time to pay the piper, beta boy.
the civilians on
It's not
site.
there. They don't have civil rights to
And you
right
were
to privacy.
filming
asked to leave.
After being, I asked.
So guys, Pima County.
I showed up after the fact.
Yeah, and
I
then
told
came
you I
out
would
and
leave.
asked
I
you
was
all
just
to
waiting to
leave.
see what she
I
said.
asked you guys to
me to
leave
leave.
several.
Well, that's your second mistake right there after grabbing a video camera to bother people. Is you're following a jackwagon. I mean, you don't follow stupid people down to your own demise.
several
It's
times.
all on camera.
Was I not willing to leave, sir?
You left early, but you came back, and now you are filming.
Show me
Because
when
that
I've been asked to
deputy,
leave.
I understand.
that
why-
deputy
I
said we
understand
could.
your
I was waiting to
reasoning
see
why-
what she
well,
was
that's-
saying. You
I
know.
understand.
I ain't know what was going on. I gotta do what she says. You'll never be a man.
With this attitude.
Show me being arrested, please.
Yeah,
I understand
I
why
got
you
you.
think
Arrest.
it was okay. All right. And I think that you and I have been pretty working well together. All right.
I
But
showed up
I
after the fact.
I've asked more times than I can count for you guys to
Shut
leave,
up
and
after the
I've
fact.
Hmm?
I was never
I've tried
asked
to
to
give you
leave.
guys
I
the
was
opportunity.
never asked to leave.
I asked you to leave. Yes.
You never did ask
I
me to
did.
leave.
I asked you
Not
to leave
once.
as a group when I came back out
As
the
a
second
group,
time.
I wasn't even here.
But you're here now. And you're still stupid. And now you're going to jail.